All right, these are percent decrease problems. They're a application of what we were doing before, which is the percent word problems. These are more of a life situation that we're going to run into. So let's just try them. A shirt you have been looking at is 20% off. If the regular price is $45, then what is the discount for the shirt? So it's a percent problem because we have a percentage in there. So what we have to do is write our part, our base, and our reference percent again, just like before. So since we're given the percentage, let's put that in there first. It's 20% off, which means the part represents the amount that we get off. All right, regular price will always be the base because you're always going to take that regular price and you're going to take a percentage off of it. It is the percent that it's the part. It's what we're going to take the percent off of, which means we are looking for this right here. And it also says what is the discount, and the discount is the amount we take off. So if we put 20% here, we put X here, and 45 here, because that's the 100%, that's 45. This is our regular price, it's 100%. This is our discount, and that's the 20%. And then we cross multiply. So 100x, 45 times 20, divide by 100, and x equals 9. And again, if you want to figure out what that is, it's $9 off. It's our discount. So that is our discount, $9. Okay, part 2. This is where the percent decrease comes into part. So with a discount, it's actually going to be decreasing the price. Our regular price was $45. We're going to have a discount of 9, which gives us a sale price of 36, and that's a decrease. So that percentage actually represents a decrease in our regular price. That's why we call them percent decreases. So that's all it is. It's a percent that's actually going to be used and removed from the base. So let's have you try one. You have a 40% off coupon for the entire purchase. If the regular price for your items are $4, $5, and $7, then what is your discount? And then go on to B and find the sale price. So hit pause and give them a shot. If you need a hint, first thing you want to do is add all of these up, and that will give you your base. Hit pause now. And okay, and here's the answer. So you should have said $16. That's the entire total of the regular price. We're going to take 40% off. So when we plug in our equation, that x is going to give us the amount off. We solve it, and we get $6.40 off right here. So that is our discount. So we take the $16, subtract the $6.40, and you get $9.60 for the sale price. All right, let's try another percent discount. This is a little bit different. It's not a money situation. Light beer has 20% fewer calories than regular beer. If regular beer has 180 calories, then how many calories are in light beer? Okay, so the regular beer is our our base, because it's 20% fewer calories than regular beer. So you notice we're using the word fewer, which means after we get this number, we're going to subtract it. This is a percent decrease. So we know it's 20% fewer, which means the amount that we get is going to be the amount that we get that is fewer. Okay, so we plug it in, and that is 20%. That's x, and that's 180. And we cross multiply. Plug it in the calculator. And 36. And it's fewer because that's what our percent represents. So that's what the x represents. All right, let's see if we answered the question though. It says if regular beer has 180 calories, then how many calories are in light beer? Well, this gives us fewer calories, 36 fewer. So this means we still have to do our actual decrease, which means to subtract. So 180 minus 36 is 144 calories. So how many calories are in light beer? 144. So that 20% off just basically tells us how much to remove. And when you see the word fewer, that's what you have to do. But the main thing with these problems is to always just put the percent and then write the word that that percent represents and put that same word on the part. That way we know exactly what our answer is. It tells us the amount that is fewer. All right. Let's try one more. In 1 year, your car decreases $4,000. If your car is worth $45,000, then what is the percent decrease for 1 year? So in this one, they're asking for the percent decrease, which means somewhere in this problem there has to be that same word, and there it is. This decrease refers to our part, because the percent is referring to. It's referring to a decrease, so that has to be there. The car is worth $45,000, so that is the amount that we're going to decrease. That's our base, and we are looking for the percent decrease. That goes here, the 4,000 goes here, and the 45,000 goes there, because the 100% represents the car's original value. This is our decrease. Both of them represent the decrease. Okay, so we get 4,000 times 100 equals 45,000 x, divide by 45,000. Oops, one too many. And there it is, 8 point, if you want to see that again, 8 and a lot of 8s. We'll just say 8.9% decrease. And how do I know to put the word decrease? Because it's right there. Decrease, decrease, it tells us. Alright, let's try one more. And then I'll give you one to try. Well, actually, I think I have 3 there for you to try. This one got kind of spaced off, but okay. Shoes that normally sell for $50 are on sale for $20. What is the percent decrease? So again, decrease. So shoes that normally sell for $15. This is our original price. So that has to be the base. Okay. What is the percent decrease? We're looking for this. So then, oh, well, that just has to be the decrease, right? Is it? No, it's the sale price. Sale price doesn't represent decrease. It represents what you pay after the decrease. So how do you find the decrease? Well, we find out how much it was decreased. 50 minus 20 would give us a $30 decrease, a $30 discount. That's why the whole point was to put the word there to make sure it actually matches. So 30 goes here because that's our part, and x, and 50. So we get 50x equals 30 times 100, divide by 50, and x equals 60. A 60% decrease. I like to put the word. And there you go. It's a 60% decrease. How can you check it? Well, if you take 60% of 50, and we've already done mental math, right? So what's 5 times 6? $30. 50 minus 30 would give us 20. So it checks out. All right, here's 3 more problems for you to try. Number 6, number 7, and then number 8. And these are all can be very, very tricky. So give them a shot. In fact, why don't we just do 6? We'll do one at a time. So try number 6. And then we'll move on together to the final 2. If you can do 6, you should be good. Hit pause now. Okay, and you should have got a 23% discount. So the $40 represents the sale price, but it's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the discounted rate. By the way, the word rate can also be used to represent our percentage. Discounted rate, which means we need the discount. They must match, right? If we want the discounted rate, we want the discount. So 52 minus 40 is 12. That's where this comes from. Okay, so the next 2 can be a little bit tricky, but they're very important because they make you really pay attention to the wording. So a shirt is on sale with a discount of 20%. If the sale price is $35.95, then what is the original price? So if you remember original price, this is our base. That's what we're looking for, the original price. Alright, and we have a discount of 20%, so if you put 20% here with a discount, then up here it must be the discount. Well, we can't have two unknowns. We're given a sale price, not the discount. When this happens, what it means is the percent that they're giving us is not the one that we're going to use. What it is something that we're going to have to use to find the actual percent. So what we were given, the only value, is the $35.95 sale price, which means the percent has to be, the referring percent has to be the sale price. So if you have, think about it this way, this is the original price. And what we're going to do is come in here and remove 20%. Just full on take out 20%. How much is left? Oops. How much is left? 80%. This is what represents the sale price. And we did this earlier when we did pie charts. If I can just find it. Here we go. There's our pie charts. Right here. See the discount? If you have a discount of 10% and you remove it, you're going to be left with 90% because it's 100% the entire thing, right? So that means this sale price represents 80%. So if you know the discount of 20, you know what the sale percentage is. You know that it has to be 80. If you take off 25%, that means you're going to have to pay 75%. So that means we can put 80% here, and then we can put its matching $35.95 here. Remember, these have to match, and they're both sale prices. And we put the X there because that is the original. That's the 100. So we get 80X equals $35.95 times 100 divided by 80. And what does that give us on our calculator? $35.95 times 100 divided by 80. $44.94. And there it is. That is our original price, $44.94. How can you figure out if you have it correct? Well, just do the math. If we do 44, so a little checking here. It's a glitch there. $44.94 times 20% is what? So 44.94 times 0.2 gives us $8.99, right? Okay. Now if we subtract it, 44.94 minus 8.99 gives us $35.95. Dead on sale price. There it is. Always check. We know how to find discounts fairly quickly, so check it at the very end to make sure it works, and it does. Alright, last one. This one is a trickier one. Gala apples are on sale today for $1.30 per pound. This is a discount of 30%. So what was the cost before sale? So I want you to hit pause and try it. Just try it. If you get it wrong, you're going to be able to correct it, but try it. Don't just wait for the answer. Hit pause now. Alright, so $1.30 represents the sale price, which means we need the percentage that represents the sale price. So if we take 100 and minus 30, you get 70. And that's what we have to use. Do a little cross multiplying and you get $1.86. And that's percent decrease. All we have left now is percent increase, and so that's the next video.